Okay, here in the second video, it's going to be very, very short, and it's going to deal with only saving. Here's a document that's just been opened in Microsoft Word. It's called Document. Happens to be number 4, but it's usually called Document 1 or Document 2. It's always called Document. This document has never been saved, and we know that because in Word, an unsaved document opens up being called Document. So we're going to save it. Now, there are two choices in the Save area under File, Save or Save As. You use Save most of the time, maybe 95% of the time. So I'm not going to tell you how to use Save. I'm going to tell you when to use Save As. And there's only 3 reasons to use Save As. Notice there is a shortcut. It's Shift, Command, S. Hold down Shift, hold down Command, and touch the S, and it will Save As. Save As looks like this when you click on it. Save As is used in 3 ways, or 3 times, as I said. The first time is if you want to change the name of a file, you use Save As, meaning you would click here and click on Save As. If you want to change the place where you keep the file, you would use Save As because you're going to get the Where area, and you can choose where you want to save it. Almost every time you're going to save something, you're going to save it to your Documents folder. There are some exceptions, but most of the time. Mine happens to be on my desktop at the moment, but I could easily change that to my Documents folder. I'm not. But you probably will use Documents. The other third reason that you would use Save As is if you want to change the format. Here are a lot of different formats, and you're not going to use any of these for my purposes, but maybe somewhere down the road, you'll need the web page format or one of these specialty formats. We're not going to deal with it, but understand that you're going to use Save As only when you're going to change the name of a document, or you're going to change the place where it's saved, or the format. So in the previous document that we had, that was called TechLab Rules. So if I wanted to, I could change this, but instead I'm going to cancel out of here, and I'm going to close this up, and we're going to go back to TechLab Rules. And I'm going to show you one of the 3 reasons that you use Save As. Now, at the end of last video, we went to Save, Command S, and that was fine because it had already been called TechLab Rules, and I was going to save it exactly where it was with the same format. But now I'm going to change its name. And that's one of the times that you use Save As. So I'm going to go up to File, and I'm going to go to Save As. Not Save, Save As. If I would click Save now, it would have saved it, but it would have asked me something else, which I don't want to discuss with you at this point. So I'm going to go to Save As, and I get that box, and I'm going to just change this to Rules. I'm going to highlight Tech and Lab, click the Delete button, and I'm now going to save it, and I'm going to save it to my desktop. Again, most of the time you're going to save it to your Documents folder. I'm going to click Save, and I have saved it to Rules, and it's changed its name. Now, just to show you that this holds true, suppose I went to Save like that, Save As, and it would give me this dialog box, and I didn't want to change anything, and I click Save. Now, I don't want to Save As, but if I click Save now, it says, Rules already exist. Do you want to replace it? Well, I probably want to. I shouldn't have clicked Save As. I should have just clicked Save because I didn't want to change the name, I didn't want to change the place, and I didn't want to change the format. So I could click Replace, and I'll still have Rules here, but you use Save most of the time, and you Save As only when you want to change its name, you want to change its place, or you want to change its format. So that's what you need to know about Save. It's fairly simple, but a lot of people get confused on it. I hope you understand it. See you in the next video.